I'm going to attempt to I'm going to attempt to do one of these each day, day two, pull my thoughts together about the things that I'm witnessing. What I want to talk about today is the concept of gang stalking and how lynch mob mentality has not left the planet. I'm going to do one of these each day. The time may fluctuate. I see somebody come in and out again. Okay. And the time may fluctuate based on the logistics of me getting to this location. Ah, people, do not participate in gang stalking if they are independent thinkers. Independent thinkers do not follow crowds in mob mentality, in what they call in psychology groupthink. If the group thinks that, then I'm going to pretend like I think that, even if I really don't think that, but I don't want to stand out from the crowd. So I'm going to follow the crowd, even if I know the crowd is dead wrong. This is lynch mob mentality. And in 2024, it seems like we would have outgrown that. But since time is indeed circular and not linear, human beings go through the same cycles over and over again, whether they be century cycles, half century cycles, quarter century cycles, decade cycles. Humans cycle through the same psychological nonsense over and over and over and over again, because majority of people will not completely refuse to be observant, to observe patterns, to think for themselves, to not let the crowd think for them, to observe with their eyes and not with their ears, as far as listening to gossip and nonsense. And so, gossip and nonsense is how we had all of the massacres that happened in our previous centuries, the massacres that happened, the lynchings that happened of all types of innocent people, because somebody wanted their land, somebody didn't want them to have a business, somebody didn't want them to have their own town, somebody didn't want them to have separation from them, somebody didn't want them to be able to serve themselves instead of serving some type of person who felt entitled to their service in some way. Now, crowd followers are not the most intelligent of beings. Intelligent people know how to think for themselves. Intelligent people hear a word and verify whether or not this word is actually true. Intelligent people investigate for themselves whether something is true or not. Intelligent people don't just blindly follow anything. Intelligent people use their eyes, use their ears, use their power to investigate, to make sure that if they don't blindly follow a crowd into a ditch, over a cliff. Unfortunately, majority of people are like sheep. Sheep run toward a cliff. If the first sheep goes over, all of them are going over. They're all going to die. And a lot of humans are just like sheep. If one, the loudest one, the one in the front, the loudest one, the one with the biggest mouth, everybody's going to follow that one right over the cliff. Don't care. Don't use any power of analysis at all. So when I watch, when I look around and watch people behave in lynch mob, witch hunt type behaviors, I have to remind myself intelligent people don't follow crowds. Intelligent people stop and stand back and take a look and observe and make their own decisions, make their own conclusions based on their own observations, not based on what they heard somebody else say. So, when see someone behaving in a way that is unintelligent, I have to remind myself that not everyone has the ability to discern patterns, has a capacity to make their own observations. And so they're missing something intellectually. And when someone's missing something intellectually, we don't look at people with Down syndrome and think that they're supposed to function 100%. We understand that they have Down syndrome and we make allowances for the fact that they have Down syndrome in our own minds. And we adjust ourselves to make sure that we don't provoke someone with Down syndrome because some of them may have breakdowns, some of them may become violent, whatever. But when we see somebody with a mental deficiency, we work ourselves around that deficiency. We don't react, we respond. And so when we see someone with group psychology, we should know that that is a deficiency, a character deficiency. And we should make sure that we pay attention to that character deficiency because just because someone has a mental or character deficiency doesn't mean that they're benign. People with mental deficiencies can be rather dangerous. People with character deficiency can be definitely dangerous. So it's not that we don't pay attention or look out for the things that they may do that may not be healthful, but we don't react to it as if we expect them to have the presence of mind of someone who is an independent thinker. They don't have that presence of mind. And we don't expect them to behave as if they know what it is that they should be doing. Observe, observe closely, but observe from a distance because group thinkers are lynch mobbers, and lynch mobbers have caused death for centuries, and they should be regarded with the utmost of care. This is all I have to say for today. Peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum and good day.